Wagner expanded the orchestra for the Ring. However, he was not concerned with volume but with differentiating the timbres to maximize the expressiveness and variation of the motifs. The prelude develops from a low E-flat major chord. 8 double basses, a bassoon and later the horns begin with a primal sound-like motif called the Genesis motif. It is the world in its original state, the creation out of nothing. After a few minutes, the motif transforms into a swaying melody that represents the gliding of the Rhine. It is the Rhine motif, with its pentatonic and major harmony, presenting the world in its natural order. When Alberich realizes that he cannot win over any of the mermaids, we hear the gold motif in the trumpets for the first time. When it sounds, it is always accompanied by shimmering strings and or harps that describe the glitter of gold. The Rhine daughters, the keepers of the gold, sing of the gold treasure with the jubilant Rheingold motif. The Rhine maidens reveal the secret of the Rhinegold to Alberich. Only he who renounces the power of love, only he who chases away the lust of love, only he achieves the magic to force the gold to ripen. Wagner lets the so-called Renunciation motif sound in the minor key. It sounds threateningly in the trombones and Wagnerian tubes, which gives the motif a peculiar dark timbre. In the transformation music of the first to the second movement, Wagner takes the listener from the banks of the Rhine to the mountain peaks of the Goths. In this onomatopoeic interlude we hear another important motif, the ring motif. It forms a diminished seventh chord in its development, the chord of ambiguity, which carries both a major and a minor sentiment. For the ring as such is not a bad thing, but only when it falls into the wrong hands. We have arrived in the realm of gods. In the orchestra we hear the proud Valhalla Motif. It symbolizes the magnificent castle built by the giants Fafnir and Fasolt. The motif is musically closely related to the ring motif, but sounds in the major key and is heard in the same instruments. Loge is a demigod. He moves with the gods, but he's only half of them. The gods make him feel that he's only tolerated since he's their willing accomplice. This can be seen in the music. His motif is the pure opposite of the pure major motif of the Rheingold. Loge's motif is profoundly unsanguine, awkward, chromatic and unsympathetic. We come to one of the great scenes of the Ring, the music of transformation into the realm of the Nibelungs. The scenery darkens and the music seamlessly transitions to that of the realm of the Nibelungs. The people of the Nibelungs live in simple dwellings underground, where they work in drudgery to mine the ores of the soil. As an introduction to the world of Nibelheim, the Nibelheim Motif sounds accompanied by the beating of hammers on anvils. In order to realize this ingenious idea, Wagner stipulated that the orchestra must be equipped with 16 tuned anvils of various sizes. When Erda appears, the music changes character. A mystical motif is heard, the so-called Erda Motif. It is related to the Genesis motif we heard in the prelude, but sounds at a measured tempo and in a minor key. When Wotan forcibly snatches the ring from Alberich, the Nibelung curses the ring. From now on, he will bring everyone who possesses it into ruin. The first victim will be Fasolt, for when he receives it from Wotan, he is slain by his brother Fafnir, who wants the ring for himself. After the act of murder, the curse motif sounds threateningly in the winds. Fog hangs in the mountains of the gods. To clear the view of Valhalla, thunder creates a cleansing thunderstorm. We hear the thunder motif, which sounds with tremendous power in the winds. Wotan proudly presents Valhalla to the gods. They walk along the rainbow and enter the castle. As they do so, we hear the rainbow motif in the orchestra. Wagner presents a colorful natural appearance, produced in pure arpeggiated G major by the warm sound of the horns, bass clarinets and cellos, above which we hear 6 harps and violins. We hear the motif twice in the following excerpt. The sight of Valhalla is the triumph of Wotan. He has given the gods a new home. Wotan's joy is clouded, however, because he has bought the castle with a breach of contract. Once again, Wotan fights these dark contradictions and is seized by his great thought. The sword motif sounds for the first time and refers to the coming events of the ring.